What's going on, everybody? Soul Stealer here, and I'm going to be giving you a tutorial on how to play Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy. Now, if you're on this channel right now, you have either A, are curious of playing it, or B, you're fed up with having to struggle with it so much. So I'm going to try to go over a few things with you, try to explain a little bit how to do things the slower way, the way that I originally did it. Take about half an hour, 45 minutes to get through it, but we'll go through the slower way that I did. Now, first thing I'm going to point out is settings. In order to do it properly, you want to make sure you have trackpad tuning on. However, it's personal preference. Trackpad tuning basically is mouse acceleration. Your main things you want to learn when you first start out is how to control the mouse. Don't just flail it around. You have to learn to literally control the mouse. Every motion. So what you're going to want to do is actually alter your sensitivity until you get to the point where it feels really comfortable. And once you get to that point where it actually feels comfortable, you know, it's not just wrist movement. Arm movement is a big part of it. And I'm telling you now, it will make a huge difference if you alter them settings. Now, let's get started into it. Yes, I'm still fairly new at this. I've only got 28 wins so far, but let's go over the basics of it. So, like I was saying, a lot of people, what they tend to do is they're just flailing their mouse around, you know, and hoping for the best, like, you know, like... No, you can't do that. You have to take it nice and slow for the first part. Now, pogoing. I'm going to explain pogoing to you guys basically the best way for it. You see how your hammer, it has a specific range. Okay, if you turn it inward as close as you can get, and then rotate it nice and easy, you will see that you don't touch the ground. That is the key, because if you try to go outward, that's going to happen. Outward, that's going to happen. You got to try to make sure that when you're moving it, it's inward as much as possible. So the pogo, it's basically as simple as angling which way your handle is. See how I'm angling my handle? If I want to go that way, I go that way. If I want to go this way, and just push down. Grab onto it. Now, the slow way of getting over this is just as simple as lowering it down, grappling onto that little ledge right there, and then just, whoop, that didn't work. Hang on. Nice and easily rotating around till you throw yourself off. Same thing for this one. If you do this the slow way, every single time, you're not going to have too much trouble with it. Same thing for this one. Nice and slow around. Now this one here, same idea. If you go nice and slow around, you will make it around without a problem. This is where most people end up. That is what you call the tutorial. That section we just did right there. Most people can speedrunners can blow through that thing in like 12 seconds. So it's not about speed when you're first learning out. It's all about consistency and movement, trying to gain the consistency and the movement that you need to do stuff. So when you eventually get over here, same idea. You can pogo and grab. Now that everybody's going to do the exact same thing that I did first. They're going to be like, you know, like, oh my god, I made it up. No, you have to take it nice and slow. Pogo up. Bring yourself closer to that edge, right there. See? Then you can actually reach the next one. Pull yourself up and around. Same thing with this one. Now, there's two ways to do this one. There's the quick way, and then there's the slow way. The quick way, you grapple onto the edge right here and rotate in a circular pattern to the right. That will swing you up. If you do not have that on the edge right there, if say for instance you have it right here, you're not going to get, a lot of times you're not going to get that swing. You can get lucky with it, but a lot of times you won't. My advice, if you can't do that, slow and steady around the edge, pogo, grab. Same thing with this one here. Grab, nice and slow, rotate down. This entire thing is going to be about this type of progression, this entire video. So, just as a heads up, okay? Next, you want to pogo again and grapple onto that. Bring yourself up and nice and slow and lower. You want to try to get yourself a little bit off the center of it, because if you're on center, you're going to smack it. Okay? Same thing with this one. You want to get it leveled up and ready. Straight up, pogo, grab. Nice and easy. Now, one thing I'm going to point out right now is if you're noticing you're bouncing a lot, you grab onto something and all of a sudden you're swinging yourself back in the opposite direction. You're like, I don't know what's going on. The main reason I found the reason why it's doing that is because you're trying to overcompensate. If you try to overcompensate, you'll bounce up like, you know, and you'll end up doing that. And that's what'll happen. So you don't want to do stuff like that. You want to take it nice and easy. And when you go to land, basically let go of your mouse if you have to. Get it to where you need it and then just let it go. It will auto straighten itself. Look, I let go. No bounce. Right? Again, we're going to get back up here. Nice and easy. No bounce. All because I'm not overcompensating. Now, we're on to the barrel. Nice, lovely barrel. Up and around. Down. Up and around. Down. Now, this one here, you can either pogo off of here. If you want to be a speedrunner way, you can do it where you grapple onto here and lift yourself up. Mind you, I didn't do it properly there, but that's because I wasn't actually trying. Here you want to pogo and grab. You could either pogo from there, or you could pogo from here. Now, here's the thing. See how I was starting to rotate it that way? I could end up smacking that. So if you have a run into an issue where it's one way, you're like, oh no, I might smack it, rotate it the other direction. It'll be a lot easier. Pogo, grab. Pull in. This is where you have to literally pull in. Pull into your mouse. Pull it to the left would be the best way to put it. See? Look at the face he's making too. He's like, yeah, look at this tutorial he's making. Okay. Now this one, there's two ways to do it again. You can either fast it and get that lucky spot right there, like this. Or, get back down. You can take your time. Get it locked up where you want. And then pogo it again. Now, same thing with this one. Nice and slow to go up. Lock it in place right here. You're going to notice you're going to sit on an angle. Boom. This is where, like I said, if you rotate it this direction, you're going to smack yourself off. Rotate it this direction nice and easy. Push. Now, this is the first real obstacle. This one here can be a pain. Because if you try it, you'll be doing this. You'll be going around. You're like, oh, no, 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 no. You know what I mean? This is the hardest one because this is very slippery. See? Like, this is what happens. So if that happens to you, get lodged on and just rotate nice and slow. That's all you have to do. Just rotate nice and slow. That one there, I shouldn't have done that because that was kind of my way of showing it. But if you get to that point, just rotate around. This is where it's slippery. You want to take your time. Get yourself ledged up on this rock. Right here. Now, there's multiple ways to do this. Some people like the pogo, which is, you know, the way I'm starting to learn how to do better too. But there is a slower, more efficient way to get up at the first time, I found. See that ledge right here? Lock onto that ledge so you're pushed up against the other side. Pull yourself up nice and slow so you're almost arm width away at the same spot as the lamp, see? And then rotate the other way as quick as you can. You'll lock it. Next, pull up nice and slow. And then you're going to push on it as you go. You got to push. So you sit up like that. Then rotate from right to left. Oop, that didn't work. Let me do that again. Okay. This again. See if I can go a little bit quicker at it this time for you. Oop. Get locked in there, would you? That's because I'm not pushing hard enough when I go up. You got to push hard when you go up. Nice and easy. And rotate. Again, up, push, and that's where you're going to lock onto it. Now, move the hammer back nice and slow. Look, you're not going anywhere. Next up, same idea. Just grab onto this one, rotate up, put your handle down there so you're going to stick right onto that. Now, You can't go this way with your hammer. You have to rotate this way, and it's going to look like it's going to move you. But it won't. See? That's where it gets a little nerve-wracking. Next up, go up here. And try to lock yourself on to around that angle here to here, if you can. That is your best spot, in my opinion, because then you're on a good, decent angle. And you're going to have to get ready to pogo again. Lock on. Lock on and move yourself up. Now, this one, I'm still not very great at it. It's all about taking your time, paying attention to where that damn hammerhead is, okay? Because if you don't, you're going to bounce yourself off. See? Just like that. Now, this might take me a few tries to get used to it, to do it, to show you. See, and that's what's going to happen a lot. You're going to be misinterpreting how far you have to go. And then you're going to start frustrating. You're going to be like, oh, God, I just want to get up this thing. Ah! And that will eventually happen. But try not to. Just try to relax. This is where tutorial's going to get a little bit struggly. I have two spots that I struggle with at the most. And that's here and the tower. See? And then now, because I hit that last ledge, I didn't get it right. Now, once you get up here, you want to lower yourself onto this corner. Close as you can without falling off. This still messes me up a bit because you don't actually go up. You have to let your mouse go down on a circle and do like a little hop. See? Nice, easy little hops. Get yourself situated on here. Gently pull through that hole. Now, I'm going to show it. There is the speedrunner way, which I'm not going to show you, which is the skip right here. I'm not going to show you that. Because frankly, I'm still not the best at it, but it definitely something I'm working on. Now, to get up this, patience again. Patience, angle, key is the key. You have to be patient on this one. Let's see if I can show you how I did this the slow way earlier. Okay, so lock yourself onto this first one first, right here. Boom. Get up on here. Don't be afraid. Ain't gonna go anywhere. See, you're gonna lock onto that ledge, push yourself up, and on to that nice and easy. Same thing with this one. Lock on nice and easy. Pull yourself up and in towards it, and you will lock right there. Do not rotate that way or you'll smack yourself off. Nice and easy. Easy is the key to this. That's the thing. Easy is the key to this entire game when you want to do it the first time. Now, see how I'm angling my handle right now? That's getting me prepped and ready to pogo onto the boxes. Boom. Nice and easy. Now, this is where a lot of people struggle. Besides that slide, this is another spot. Now, I found when you're doing it the first time, if you push yourself onto here, all the way out, level it up, let go. Oop, that didn't work. Let me get that again. Hang on. Okay, level it up. Boom. Nice and easy. Pull yourself in. Now, this one here, it's a little bit trickier. This is where you're going to get a little bit of struggling. I guarantee it. Everybody seems to struggle with this one at the first. Reason being is look at the way the stairs are designed. The way the stairs are designed, you can't rotate to pull yourself up or you're just going to slam yourself right back down. The key to this spot over here is moving your mouse on a this and this motion. Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. Because what's going to happen is you're going to smack the stairs, smack the wall until you go up it. Okay? But first, let's get over there. So, nice and easy. Keep yourself leveled. Keep yourself close. And then push. See? And if you can get yourself to that, now you're stable. There we go. Nice and easy up onto this here until you're on the corner of it. You will edge. Oop. Hang on. Get myself back over on top of this again. Freaking, my wrist is having a bit of an issue here today. Stability, so I'm struggling to try to keep it stable here. Okay, so now you're on top of that. You want to make sure you're on top of this. Pogo off. Whoop. And if you bounce, don't be afraid. You can catch yourself. Takes practice, but you'll get better at it. Same thing, pogo. Whoop. I did not pogo properly. Hang on. Up and down. Nice and easy. Whoop. Let me get myself back up there. Oh, my phone is right by my mouse, so I keep smacking it too. So, anyway. Pull yourself up nice and easy onto that ledge. Next thing, nice and easy. And then get yourself on top of this toilet if you can. Reason being is the toilet seems to be the best place that you don't get locked. Because if you're in there, your hammer gets locked. So pogo off and grab onto that ledge right there. Easy as peasy. Oh, let me just get myself back on. There we go. Alright, next. Nice and slow again. Nice and slow. Nice and slow. You don't have to speed run this. This is not your speed run attempt. Not until after you beat it and learn it, then you should be able to speed run it. Put yourself in here. Look at that. Nice, easy thing. Alright, push. Now we're on to what they call orange hell. This is hell. This is freaking... This just gets harder and harder as it goes up. So this is going to be one of your most stressful moments right here. Because if you fall that way, you go right back down to the slide. That's basically the best way to put it. You go back to the slide. And that's a no-no. So, get yourself onto this. Nice and easy. And you're going to have to pogo and grab it. That's it. Lower yourself down. This is where people are going to think, oh, I can just bounce up it. No, 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 no. You don't have to. Take your time. Watch. Time. Okay. If it's not quite where you want it, just position it again. Again. Pull up nice and slow on more like a rotation. Do not jolt your wrist or your arm. If you jolt your wrist or your arm, that's where mistakes can happen. You want to get yourself as close to that rock as you can. There's going to be a point where you're boom, just like that. Now this is where you're thinking, oh God, how am I supposed to do this? It's on such an angle. Trust your hammer. Grab it, nice and easy, and pull yourself up nice and slow. Your hammer will hold. Don't worry. Now there's two ways to do this. You could either pogo and grab that ledge, or you could do it this way where you slide yourself in nice and easy into this slot. Right there. And then look at that. You can grab it. Just like that. Nice and slow. This is not a game about speed right now. This is a game about just being consistent and taking your time. Now you want to get yourself situated onto this. Now you're going to turn, don't worry. Straighten yourself out. Get yourself towards the edge of that. Pogo and grab. Now, get yourself down. Use the ear as the best place. This is a little bit different. You have to quick, very lightly pogo, and then grab that thumb. Okay? Oop. Might help if I actually turn my wrist the proper way first. Hang on. I haven't done this the slow way for a while. Now, you're going to get locked in. Pull yourself down and push towards the wall nice and easy. You'll unlock. Down. Now, this is the point in the game where I'm going to tell you right now, if you have not played this, turn your sound off. Just till you get past this one little particular point coming up. Or you're going to get scared massively. It's going to startle you big time. And it could very well push you completely off of everything and you lose all the progress. So you don't want to do that. So get yourself positioned onto the thumb. Pogo, grab. Now watch. As soon as I get this, that's where it screams. That is going to scare the living bejeebus out of you. Pogo, grab. Pull up. Nice and easy. Now, if you get onto that point where I just was, where I was locked, like this, kind of pull and push at the same time so you rotate like that, and you'll go right over it. Okay? So. Now. Pogo back over this. Nice and easy. This is pretty straightforward here, so I'm just going to go past this pretty quickly here. Okay. Now, onto this part. There's 3 ways that I've seen people do this. I've only been able to get 1 or 2 ways, but this one, you can either pogo off this on an angle and grab the ledge, which, like I said, I'm not very good at it, which is fine. You know, like, we all make mistakes. The other one is you can pull it off of here. Get yourself angled properly is the problem. Angle is all about the problem on this spot. And see, I can't even get it that way. But there is people that can. Me, I like taking it this way. Get your hammer hand right a little bit less than there. Get leveled up. Push. Pogo. Now, that thing is going to get in the way. So let's get that thing out of here. That's one thing that's going to infuriate you the first time when you first get up there is that hat. So you want to get rid of that hat as soon as possible. It might take you to do it again, but... Whoop. See? I might actually have to get this to... Hang on. Wrist is not wanting to work properly. There we go. Now, there's 2 ways to do this. Technically, there's 3. One way, I'm still working on it. The other way, I'm not the great at it. And the last way, well, it just seems to be my go-to easy way to do it. The first way is the way that speedrunners do it, where they grapple on and push like that. See? Now, there's the other way that most people do, where they get themselves locked onto this corner, where they're on like that. Get ready, and then pogo. But I'm very terrible at that. That's one of the ways I'm actually the worst at. My way of doing it is actually fairly simple. Get yourself locked in right between that and this, about halfway. Get your hammer so it can't go down anymore. See, if you try to pull it down anymore, what happens? He turns one way or he turns the other, right? Rotate as you're pulling down. Rotate to the right. And then when you get right about there, push down. And that will launch you. See? But it will take a little bit of time to get used to how to do it. But it's basically the easiest way. Now, this is where a lot of people tend to bounce. They bounce up, or they bounce up, or they bounce up, like that, you know, and the reason being is because, for one, you're trying to overcompensate. You're trying to keep yourself from bouncing. Relax the mouse. Let it grab. Second, you don't do in a circular motion. You have to grab it and then pull. Oh, that wasn't supposed to happen. Hang on. There. Okay. You're supposed to pull on an angle like that to pull yourself up. Okay? Boom. Now, once you get onto that first ledge, let's go back to that first ledge. We're now on it. You can rotate yourself up nice and slow to get on the ledge, get close. Rotate nice and slow. Get onto that rock. Again, this is where pogoing comes in handy. Pogo. Nice and slow to the edge. Boom. Here you want to pogo off, but this is where people get messed up. People think that once you get over to that spot right there, you have to pogo from the corner on the left to the next spot. You don't do that or you'll overshoot your target. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So, in order to get through it successfully easier, get yourself locked in about halfway and just rotate. Boom. Same thing for this one. You don't need to pogo it. Just rotate. This one, on the other hand, I found, now me, I know other people can do it without it, but me, I'll have to pogo it. Same thing with this one. You don't need to pogo it. Just rotate. You can pogo it if you don't feel comfortable, but for the most part, you don't have to. Oh, the lovely snake. How I can't wait to get my 50 so I can ride you deliberately. Now, we're on to the bucket. The bucket is a pain. You have to catch it on the left-hand side. Basically, a little bit from the middle to the left. You can't get it on the corner, and you can't get it on the right, because if you get it on the right-hand side, you might as well call it, you might as well drop and just do it again. Most people try to do this. High bounces. It doesn't work that well. What happens is you spring off it. You want to try to do lower bounces and get the distance between your hammer and you a lot less. That's how I found personally it worked. Oh, might take me a few tries to get it. There. Look at that. Beautiful. Now you want to swing yourself. Right. Left. Right. Left, and then pull up. Whoop. Whoop. That wasn't supposed to happen, so I'm gonna have to do that again. Hang on. Okay, we're on the ledge. Now that we're on the actual spot, again, two ways to do it. You can either do it that way where you pogo off, or you can do it the way that I did the anvil, which in my opinion is the best way. Grab it. Nice and rotation. Now this is where I'm not the best at. I still struggle a bit on this one to remember where the nodes are every time, because there's specific nodes in this mountain on the way up. The tower at the top is my worst. That one there, it's going to be trial and error for you guys. Same as this one. There's basically two lucky ways to get this. You can either go in and find the node, which you will see when you tap around. Nothing there. Boom. See how it indents in? That's a node. You can rotate around, slide yourself into the node. You'll see you're sitting in it. Nice and easy. Boom. Again, there's another node here. Oh. Oh, look, right there. There it is. Slide yourself in. Oh. You'll find this sweet spot. Don't worry. There it is. Again, see that crack right there? You'll see like a little crack. Let me go up a little higher. Right there, but basically below to the right-hand side. Little less than that, there's another node. See if I can find it on the first try. Right there. Look at that. Another node. Lock yourself in. Nice and easy. Beautiful. Another node up here, too. I think it's the far reach one, or it's fairly close to the farthest reach. Hang on. There it is. There. Oh. Nope. I guess I didn't have that node. That's fine. Let me just get up this the quick way first. You can just get lucky, too, and find the nodes. So, anyway, there's a node right below my pot, and there's one right here. There's a node right down, a little bit less than there. You'll see it. There is a node here. There's a node another node a little bit ways up, another node halfways up, and another node towards the tip. I'm not very good at doing it this way, so let's see if I can find these nodes. Nope. I'm usually just guessing it. There's the last node. That's the one I was trying to point at. This is the last node on the hill, right there. You can get to that one. You can rotate yourself to hold. And then, see how I'd hit that? That would be a bad thing. Push and kind of rotate a little more towards it. Push and then grab. Push and then grab. That's going to take you some time. I don't know how speedrunners can memorize where the nodes are every single time. I have a difficulty with that. Now, this is where the worst part for me is. Now, the tower. You have to grapple onto the first one. And see how there's more up there? Yeah, that's where I struggle. Because I constantly turn my wrist into the wrong direction. Now, if you can get onto that, if you can get onto this, you can pogo off of it onto the next spot. Just try not to hit that stinking red one. Now, if you can get in there, you can slide yourself in. Nice and easy. And you'll hold. Same thing with this one. Nice and easy. You will hold. Now, this is where it gets a little bit more difficult because you can get the bad ending. And I have personally gotten the bad ending. Where you get the hammer lodged on the opposite side of this tower. And you can't get yourself back out. I've lost a run because of that. So basically this one is just push Well, you can just do that too. You can just push yourself off. Because basically once you get to that point, between them two, gravity takes over. Now, this is where you got to be a little careful. You don't want to push down, and you don't want to push hard. Because you'll just go right back down. And that's a bad thing. Look, I'm starting to lean towards the next one, so that's fine. Just push yourself off. Woo! Ba 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 ba. Another one. See? No big deal. Push yourself off. That's it. That is how you do that in very decently slow. It's going to take practice for you, but hopefully this will help you out for a little bit of the tutorial for it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed everything. And happy gaming to the rest of you. You guys have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye.